Have you ever met one of those people that's just so positive and happy and cheery, and you want to like it and you even want to be more positive, but sometimes it's a little bit, it feels like it's too much. It's even a little irritating because you're so grumpy and so opposite. I I have met people like that too, and I had to check myself. I said, "Hey, are they too happy or am I just too grumpy?" Now, if you would like to be a little more positive in your life, if you have room for a little more positivity, little more, I should do this, right? Little more positivity, you are in the right place. Today, I'm going to tell you how I went from the dumps, and I mean just flat out in the dumps, to finding my joy again, finding my happy, finding the capacity, the mental bandwidth to just stop and listen to the birds sing. They're singing right now. My window is open so I can hear them sing. And it was an incredible experience because I felt like I had forgotten that birds sing. You know, when you are in a down place, when you are in crisis, when you are feeling badly, sometimes that has you tune in to negative inputs. You don't want to watch the most happy thing, although some people do and watch comedies. That's good. They realize they need to move away. But usually, when we're down, that's when you may find yourself eating that tub of ice cream. You may find yourself binging on that bag of chips. That's me. You may find yourself watching something that's dreary or listening to the most like somber music and just sitting in that and having negative thoughts that feed into that sadness, into that depression or anxiety or just low moods. And so today we're talking about, well, how could you turn that around? How could you make your feelings better? Yes, you can literally turn your feelings around, and it just takes a few turns with the things we're going to talk about today. One of the things that I've already mentioned is when we're feeling low, we tend to input low things. So now you've eaten that tub of ice cream or half of it or a quarter of it, and your sugar is going to spike. Woo! So you're going to get that temporary feel good. And then your blood sugar is going to tank and it's just going to go. And you are going to feel miserable. Just worse than when worse than before you ate the ice cream in the first place. So, in order to combat that, in order to fight back on the down feelings, you need to input some good. And that is where gratitude comes in. It's not the only input, but it is free. It goes everywhere with you. You have so much abundance of things to be thankful for, even when you don't see it. So today, let's try some exercises about thankfulness, about gratitude. I want you to look around in your room right now. I want you to look around and find 5 things that you can be thankful for. Just 5. Just 5. I will look around. Oh, there's a painting on my wall. I'm thankful for the painting. I'm thankful for the quote that says, "God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference." I am thankful for these lights. I have a light over here for the video. I'm thankful for the camera. I'm thankful for you. I know you're not technically in my room, but the camera is here, and so I'm thankful for you. Just spending this time with me, it really means a lot to me because I like talking, and and I like to imagine that there's a friend on the other side and I'm sitting here talking to her. You know, of course I like talking to real friends too, but I really like talking. Probably then my friends have time to listen. So here I am with you, a new friend. So that's one thing that you should do as much as you can throughout the day. If you're outside, if you're at work, if you are cooking, if you are eating, if you are feeling low, the one thing you won't feel like doing when you feel low is gratitude. You won't feel like it. You won't want to. It's not the natural outpouring of feeling badly. It's like, oh, I feel so bad. Let me be thankful. No, but you can be thankful anyway. You can push yourself. You are not standing in a good place. Push yourself, carry yourself, whatever word you want to use, but make sure that you are taking you from here. Realize there's got to be a movement that has some kind of action to it to take you from here to here. And that's what gratitude does. When you start being thankful, when you start praising, when you start having lots of gratitude coming out of your mouth, out of your pen, just into your heart, something changes. The whole atmosphere shifts. Everything changes around you in that moment, in that space and time. Try it. It doesn't follow science. I love science. I geek out on science. I love biology, which is the study of not just the human body. It's, you know, plants are in it too, but it's the study of life. I love biology, and I love being able to explain how movement happens in my fingers, and what hormones do chemically inside, and what causes voice to come out of our mouth, and how certain foods we eat affect our body at a micro level. I love all that stuff, but this is not that. Gratitude, yes, there are some chemical components to it, but really, a lot of gratitude is not science. It's not tangible. It is between you and God. It is you allowing and giving God the permission to come into this space. It is you creating a throne, a seat for him to come into this space, and when he comes, everything changes. Praise, gratitude is you recognizing that, hey, even though things are really bad for and around me right now, there is good, and good only has one source. Good, everything good comes from above. Everything good comes from God. And so when you recognize and you're thankful for the things that you can see are good, your feet, you have them. And a gadget, you have some form of gadget that you're here with me right now, and you can recognize that if it were not for this gadget, I wouldn't have access to whatever it is I do on here. That's gratitude. And you know everything good comes from above. And so when we praise, when we give thanks, we are allowing God to be in charge of the situation. And when God is in charge of the situation, it's going well. It's just gonna, it has to. You know, there's this story in Second Chronicles chapter 20, and that's in the Old Testament of the Bible. And it's this story about this king. His name is Jehoshaphat. And ooh, this king was faced with a big problem. There were these armies coming, and they were coming to attack his people. And he looked at the numbers of the people in the army, and he looked at his small crowd of people, and he's like, okay, this is not a battle we're going to win. And so he was apparently a very wise king, because he was like, I think we need to pray. And so he starts praying, and he calls the people, and they do a fast. And so they're fasting and they're praying because they have this huge problem, and it's going to be the end for them. And so if you follow the story, he ends up putting the praise team, people who were just being thankful and grateful, praising God, in the forefront of the army. Now, these are not armed soldiers. These are singers and musicians. And he puts them to lead the army, and off they go to battle. And when they get to the scene of the battle, they look down from this high place that they're coming through these mountains, and they look down, and all they see is just deadness. I know some words are triggers, for the internet. And I'm like, is there another way to say this? No. The armies had been demolished. And you know what? They saw that, like, all the armies had turned against themselves and each other. And that's it. Nobody's coming for them anymore. And it was a great testimony, both for him, for us, for anyone who's like, okay, this thing that I'm going through, this place that I'm in, it's too much. It's too heavy. It's going to overwhelm me. I am not doing okay. I'm in a bad place. I'm in a low valley. I feel like I'm just flat out wiped out. Gratitude. Gratitude. Gratitude is the single most effective way out. Gratitude will get you to a place where you can now do those action steps. Have you ever been so low you can't even physically do the thing that you know is going to get you better? Gratitude. All you need, even if you can't speak it, you need a heart that is willing to posture, willing to think thankfulness for anything good you can think about in your life. Anything. Thank you, Lord, I have a window that fly can sit on right now. You can start anywhere. And as you keep going, it'll expand, and your capacity will expand. But you absolutely will start to see the results. It'll be beautiful for you. And I can't wait to hear what you will say gratitude did for you. I challenge you to do a 10 thankfulness a day challenge, or a 21-day gratitude challenge. 21 days. 21 days, be thankful. You may still find yourself complaining, but just try and be more thankful than the complaints for 21 days. You absolutely can do it. And it is a free, available, ready to use tool that will cause so much change in your life. That change will propel all the other changes that you may also be needing in your life Try it. It won't cost you anything. This video is free and I'm not selling you anything. I will see you in the next video. Go out and be thankful. I am thankful for you and I am thankful for the time that you've spent on this video. I hope it blesses you and I will see you next time. Bye.